Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Insane Worlds. 5. The Grandfather Paradox. This theory explores the possibility of traveling back in time and potentially changing the course of history, rendering our present-day reality unrecognizable. The paradox comes in: if you travel in time to kill your granddad before he has kids, then you wouldn't be alive to travel back in time in the first place. You can apply this logic to almost anything, but one way to potentially solve this paradox is through the concept of a parallel universe. In the Grandfather Paradox, if we traveled back in time and tried to unalive one of our ancestors, we wouldn't eliminate our actual grandpa but a different version of him. This means we wouldn't be changing our present-day reality but altering a parallel one. Of course, this theory is purely speculative and the existence of parallel universes is still up for debate, but it's exciting to imagine the possibilities of time travel and what it could mean for our understanding of the universe. Number 4. Time as a fourth dimension. You're standing in the middle of a room. You can move back and forth, left and right, and up and down. But what if you could also move forward and backward in time, just as easily as you move through space? That's the basic idea behind the theory of time as a fourth dimension. This theory sees time as just another dimension, like the three dimensions of space we're familiar with, like you can move in any direction in space. This theory says you can also move in any direction in time. An object's position in space is determined by three coordinates, and its position in time is determined by the fourth coordinate. How would time travel work in this theory? Want to travel back to the time of the dinosaurs? Just move backward along the time dimension until you reach that era. Want to see the future? Move forward along the time dimension. Even with the practical challenges, the idea of time as a fourth dimension certainly opens up some fascinating possibilities and usually makes the concept easier to understand. Number 3. The block universe theory. If time is a giant block of ice, you can see the entire block at once, from beginning to end with all of its twists and turns. Now let's say that you want to travel through time. In the block universe theory, you wouldn't actually move through the block of ice. Instead, you would simply exist at a different point within it. This is because the block universe theory posits that time is not a flowing river, but rather a frozen river with all events already set in stone. If you were to travel back in time, you wouldn't be changing anything that has already happened. You would simply be experiencing it from a different perspective. Seems like a convenient way to avoid any paradox. Number 2. The white hole theory. This theory suggests that time travel may be possible through the use of a theoretical object known as a white hole. It's accepted that a black hole is basically a cosmic vacuum cleaner that sucks in everything in its path, including light. Its opposite, a white hole, would be a cosmic leaf blower that spits out everything, including matter and energy. According to the theory, if you could harness the energy of a white hole, you could potentially use it to travel through time. The idea is that a white hole could act as a portal, allowing you to enter it and emerge in a different time or even a different universe. White holes are believed to be connected to black holes through a tunnel-like structure called a wormhole. If you were to travel through a wormhole, you could emerge at a different point in time or space. And thanks to the theory of relativity, we know that it's theoretically possible to travel through time via a wormhole. Number 1. The Tipler-Spindler. Think of a donut-shaped object stretching out into infinity, rotating at high speed. This is the Tipler cylinder. Using this theory, if we could create a cylinder like that and rotate it at near light speeds, we could travel back in time. To do this, the cylinder would warp space and time around it, creating a path through time that loops back on itself, essentially a version of closed time-like curves. If we were to enter this path and travel along it, we could potentially end up back in time, allowing us to visit any point in history we desire. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.